Hey guys, Jason here. So I'm going to talk about my swirl filter. And it works pretty good. If you look down in there, you can see down at the bottom, that's about a 1/4 inch maybe, maybe 1/8 inch, 1/4 inch of just little algae particles that are in the pond. And it doesn't catch them all though. It catches a lot of them, but not all of them. So I got 3 options what I can do. I mean, a 5-gallon bucket, it's not very big. So I can make it bigger, bigger area, wider would probably be better, and about the same depth would probably be just fine. But then it would have more time for the sediment to just slowly settle down into the bottom. Or I could add a second bucket, I'm thinking, over in this corner next to it, so it'll swirl in there and then it'll drain and into this one and swirl in this one. So I'll be doing it twice before it goes into my grow beds. Or I could just leave it alone and call this good enough. So I don't know. Anyway, this is a 5-gallon bucket swirl filter running on my system. As you can see, this is my overflow, and it just runs right into my floating grow bed, and then that runs through that line down there and goes right back to the pond. This one back here that goes up there and right there, that is my drain and fill bed, and I put a T on here so it's open to the top, open to the bottom. And it's just a little bit lower than my overflow, and the T makes it so that the water that flows over the top of it, some of it gets sucked in, some of the water comes in from the bottom, so it's not a really high suction. And plus I have that turned down. Let's go take a look at it. So I upgraded. This was the old valve that was back there where I just put a coupler in there. So if I want to, I can take that coupler out, just pop this right back in there. None of it's glued. So here comes the 3/4 inch line, drain line, from my swirl filter. And you can see I still get a little bit of sediment in here. It's a lot finer, and I don't have to clean up pad as much or as often, so it's working pretty good. But I want to see if I can't make it work a little bit better. Here's my corn. It's getting taller, so corn's doing good. Tomato plants are not so good. And then I got more corn coming in. There's a little one down here. I put these sticks in the way so that can't even see it. There's a little corn coming up there. There's one coming up back in here. But I put these sticks here so that the cats don't step on it, because they like to drink out of that for some reason. At least one of the cats does. Crazy cats. Anyway, so the swirl filter is working. It's just not filtering out everything. But it's filtering out a lot more than I was getting filtered out before, and all it is just, here's my water line coming in, and if I want to, I could take that off and pop it back here off of that spigot back there, and then drain it, so I can bypass the swirl filter altogether if I wanted to. So, but all it is just the water comes in here, and I can adjust this all different directions, up and down, and turn the water flow coming out, and to get different types of swirl patterns in the swirl filter. And I could try different depths up to about 4 inches. So but right now I'm trying it raised up where it's at, and it seems to be working pretty good. But yeah, the water comes in there, swirls around, creates a nice slow swirl. You can see I bumped it up from 1/2 inch to 3/4 here, and that gives a nice, it's not so much of a stream coming out, it's just a gentler flow coming out, and that's what you want. You want that sediment to settle down to the bottom, and that kind of cyclone action really helps that. And so it does work. It's a good, it's a pretty cool thing. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I might add a second bucket and swirl it over there, and then have that with a overflow like this one coming out that just drains there. Just have it drain into this bucket with a T on, or not a T, but a 90 on it that just swirls the water around in this bucket, so I can have two buckets of swirl filters going, set up the same way. So I don't know, or just add a bigger one, because a bigger one would be better. It would do a better job at getting the finer particles out of the water. But it works. It's helping a lot compared to what it was, because I had to rinse this bed out a lot, and then I had to rinse the other bed out all the time. So I don't know. Alright, well, thank you for watching. That's a 5-gallon bucket swirl filter, working pretty good. Not perfect, but it helps a lot. So definitely, if you're going to be building an aquaponics system, make plans to add a swirl filter, because it does help a lot. Alright, talk to you later. Bye-bye.